Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. I'm your host, VGMKoren, and we're getting on the platform. Last episode, the princess and prince had
No!
a very long conversation about him getting on the platform, and I just decided not to, and he's been standing there ever since. On the bright side, we already have a sand. I'm not actually sure I want to take that yet, considering, as I've said before, those essentially serve as your checkpoints, so it might have been a bit hasty to just outright take it before I even fail, essentially. On the bright side, I do immediately see where I'm supposed to go and a lever I'm supposed to turn, which I will. I'm turning the constellations in the sky. I'm not entirely sure what that does. I can keep doing it, though. Oh, I see. There's a platform off of it. And it's not doing anyone any good over there. Maybe it'll do me some good over here. Let's find out, shall we? I believe that's the platform that I just raised for myself. So, on the bright side, we can't see. Nope, I need to turn it again. Or I need to turn something again. Let's go back and do that. So, constellation puzzles, they're a strangely common thing in action games. Let's try that. Like, you'll almost always come to a room that's a giant constellation type level, just like this. By the way, I totally did not plan to do that. So, just so you know. Ow, that hurt. Oh no, I slowed time. I really didn't mean to do that. Especially since that makes it kind of hard to see what I'm doing. Or what I should be doing. Okay, maybe I want to get over to the right there. So let's set up the platform so I can do that. Or something. I think this is where I started. Oh dear. We're gonna look at this real fast. I think this just takes me back to where I began. And that's interesting to me because I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to go in this puzzle. But assumingly, if I turn one of these to the side, then maybe I don't know. Also, I'm kind of annoyed that that hurts you. Alright, so I'm having one of those moments where I just don't know. Alright, we're gonna try this. Oh man. I'm just gonna spend forever on this puzzle and everyone's gonna be like, why? But no. There it is right now. Now what I really should have done, because that killed me and I can see now that why, is I should have gone to the other switch first and turned that one so I could get to that wall switch that's on the other side of this, and then turn the switch to the way it is now, which will probably let me get on top of it. In fact, I'm going to do that. Alright, we are now on the other side of where we were before, and I also learned that you can roll onto the ground and you won't take the minor chip damage that I was taking each time, so hopefully that will make a big difference. We've hit a lever, which has scrambled everything. Oh man, that, of the many things I wanted to see, that was not one of them. On the bright side, we have opened up this light switch, which is gone now. Okay, let's try just humping a pole. We're not going to try humping a pole. I'm going to go see what happened over there and if anything changed. Oh yeah, what do you know? This solved the puzzle that I was doing. And that switch brings the Farah, up to us, I bet.
The gate's open.
Or we go back down to her. By jumping. Not by jumping? No, definitely by jumping.
Here I come!
Is this an elevator? The princess started having fun. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. That switch doesn't seem to do anything.
Come on.
And there's immediately a crack inside this door.
Look, a crack.
Wait, let's see where this corridor goes.
Oh. That was smart, Prince.
Alright, you can take the crack.
See you soon.
That's actually pretty good. The writing and humor of
I'm
the...
up here.
Try pulling that lever!
As I was saying, the writing and humor of this game improves the more that I play, which is kind of nice. I wasn't expecting it to be any funnier than it... I don't know. Also, for some reason, that water is guided by spinny woods, because they just knew. Oh, God. This puzzle actually isn't so bad if you think. I mean, that's not usually what I... It's not usually what I do. And it's certainly not what I did with the spike thing. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. As you can see, you want to wait for it to come back across, and then you want to follow it over. Like so. And then, because you're not as skinny as Farah, you find...
Do you think I can jump it?
Go on, try! What's the worst that can happen?
Well,
There you go.
she could die, but I guess you could rewind time. Hey! The game... That was a lot of damage. Good God. The game told us that we were going to die on those spikes. I kind of feel compelled to throw myself onto them, but I'll do that on my own time. How about that? That's obviously a timed gate. And this is obviously a timed gate as well.
I'll meet you on the other side of that gate!
Careful.
You be careful!
Oh, he's worried for her because he wubs her, and because he no longer has to talk to himself. Some people don't have that luxury. Some people have to talk to themselves. Or am I talking to you? I'm talking to myself. I'm also running into swords. Just... Oh. Oh no. Yay! We made it. I made it. You made it. We all made it. Birds, and a sword guy, and another sword guy. I actually like the sword guys, even though...
I can't open the gate.
I actually like the sword guys. I haven't decided why. Maybe it's just because they have big swords, and I want a big sword. Oh no! Don't do it. What have I ever done to you? Like, I'm just gonna kill you and your friends. I was told, in a comment on another one of these videos, that the way you're supposed to avoid their leaping attack, or not their leaping attack, but their sweeping knock you down and you can't block this attack, is by jumping. And that honestly makes a lot of logical sense, and maybe if I thought about it at least a little, well, I still came out on top with that HP. If I had thought about that, that would have been a very logical thing to do. Oh, I was lucky. He didn't hit me. The combat... I don't know what to say about the combat that I haven't already said. I can't get over the fact that it still has friendly fire. Or enemy-friendly fire. That's just surprising to me. I guess it makes sense since they're zombies, but you don't often see zombies eating each other. I mean, that would be totally cool, and I would love to see a zombie eating another zombie. Also, the way to not block their attacks, let's see if I can jump that. No. No, I apparently can't. We're going to go back even farther. But now he's not going to jump at us. Or sweep at us. I like these guys because they actually have a bit of strategy. Not necessarily strategy to them. But you can see when they're guarding, when they're not guarding, and what move they're going to do. they telegraph their attacks pretty well. And Farah is still behind a gate, and nope, no you're dying noise today. Because we're just going to drink this water that probably will kill anyone that drinks it, but you know, didn't kill me yet. Save point. You know what that means. It means that we get to see us climbing a ladder and attacking birds. And just generally doing a lot of swinging and the kind of activities that we've been doing throughout the game so far. That is one thing I will say that the game doesn't do well, is that it...
Done. I'll stop the story
how to
from
put
here
this?
this time.
All the puzzles are kind of the same. Like, you're going through the same motions. There we go. That's a good way to put it. No matter how you're kind of fighting, you're going through the same motions, you're doing the same thing, you're kind of solving the same puzzle over and over again. Like, we've already done puzzles where we climbed a ladder and then jumped around and hit birds with a sword for a little while. I mean, everyone does love hitting a sword, or hitting a bird. Oh, and by the way, these guys will come and face your sword, whichever way that is. Let me see if I can demonstrate that real quick. Or I can just kill him. Let's see, I'll turn around. And he will fly over to the other side of me and let me easily kill him. So if you want to easily take out the birds, that's the way to do it. But as I was saying, the game kind of, aside from the occasional new mechanic, it's more or less the same puzzle still that we've been doing since, well, since the game started.
I don't know. I'm working it out as I go.
Well, that is true. I don't know if those birds are going to attack me yet, but it doesn't seem like it. Now, that's not to say these puzzles are bad. They are very, very good, in fact. But there isn't that much of a variety. You're still performing the same actions. And once again, I just want to stress that isn't a bad thing. It just, after I think it's been around 6 hours that I've been playing this so far, I kind of feel like I've seen everything the game has to offer me. And now it's just a matter of doing the occasional more difficult puzzle and smacking some birds. Once again, not a bad thing. But not necessarily a good thing. I don't feel like the game's overstayed its welcome yet, but I feel like if I don't get anything new, maybe it will. I am trying to be extremely vague in what I say, because I know that for a lot of people, this is the best game of all time forever and ever. And again, it's a fantastic game. Don't get me wrong. But this is more or less like most of the other puzzles we've done in the game. There's just no getting around that. And that would have been a death like most of the others I've had in this game. But thankfully, I did get around it. Still, very, very good game. Do not mistake my words. I'm not entirely convinced that jumping down here was the way I wanted to go, but I'm gonna roll with it. This might be a timed puzzle, because I have a feeling it's opening the gate on the other side there, and then we're going to have to run across the tight walk and spikes.
I'm out.
Or it's a princess. It's a princess and a door that's now open. And a lot of doors now open. My. Including this one over here, which is the one we'll
I
take.
could marry her. After all, she is a Maharaja's daughter. A conquered one, but still. Her blood is royal. Besides, what better way to tame her insolence? It's not so bad for a woman to have a little spirit. It's a challenge.
I think the prince probably just offended every woman ever. But, you know what? I'll go with it. Let's just make sure that I'm not missing something obvious over here. I'm not. I could get back down to that save point if I wanted to, but I don't necessarily see the need right now. Aw yeah, fancy jumping over these puzzles. Look at that. Look at me putting the skills I've... Oh no. Look at me put the skills I've learned over the game to use and then promptly fail at them. There's another sand orb here, so we will get our sands back. And that, of course, means... Look at that backflip move. Let's see if I can't get... I can turn around now, but it's impressive. Anyways, I'll get my sands back, and I'll get another step closer to gaining the 9th sand. Which is a lot of retries if you get something wrong. I feel like the game was a little bit more difficult back when I only had 2 or 3 sands and screwing up.
Come on. It can't be much further.
Well, it could be. This is a game. But the game was a little bit more difficult back when I only had 2 or 3 sands, and failing
I'll stop.
generally meant
next time.
that I was gonna die. Yep, that's about it. Okay.
Not again.
Well, if the prince is allowed to complain about the combat, am I allowed to?
For spikes.
Am I allowed to do that again? I don't even know if Farah can jump this. She can. I thought I killed all the scarabs over here, but I didn't. The prince is a very agile fighter, and where are these scarabs coming from? There's nowhere they could be coming from. And I can definitely see how the combat could be greatly refined for the next game in the series. Which way am I going? Regarding the Warrior Within, I may be going the wrong way here, and if I am, then I'll cut, but regarding the Warrior Within, I was not going the wrong way. I've heard that it massively improves the combat. Oh, good God.
That's the bridge to the Tower of Dawn.
I have a feeling that's going to be the end game, or I suspect it is, anyway. Anyway, let's jump over here and kill this guy.
Look out!
What was I saying? I'm always getting interrupted in my thoughts. Warrior Within, that's right. I can't move, which is why I'm just standing here. But I still got that guy.
Look out!
I need to stop just taking tons of damage that I don't need to take. Anyways, regarding Warrior Within, I am going to get this out at some point. The combat, I've been told, is the most improved aspect of the game, where everything else kind of remains the same. Oh, we're going to get a new sand in just a second, so we're going to... There are guys spawning down over there. Wow. While the platforming remains the same. Have I said that yet? I feel like I've been repeating myself for the past minute and a half, and I probably have. And, as I've said, I think that's a good direction for it to go. Now, the tone... I've heard very bad things about the tone of Warrior Within. I've heard that it becomes way too emo for its own good, and this whole kind of Celtic or Egyptian music goes away in replace of crawling in my skin. That was the worst, like, metal crawling in my skin. Just, oh my God, I'm tempted to get rid of that. In any case, there is a save point up there, but first we're going to run around this area. Because. I'm sure we can get back up there. Famous last words. But yes. So I don't know if I'll be playing the Warrior Within. I probably won't play it blind. If I do, I'll play it myself, and then I'll come back and play it again at some other point for the channel. But until then, this game has been a lot of fun, and I've heard that it is the best of the series by a pretty fair margin. Which, hey, it's a great game. And I imagine my complaints about combat would be a lot more diminished if I'd played this game in, what was it, 2003 when it came out?
Look out!
Likely. Because for the time, it would have been good. Good God! Okay, we made it. I know I didn't think I was going to, but let me see. It's been just about I noticed that the prince doesn't have a shirt in this cutscene. What happens to my shirt? Oh god, I get killed apparently, again. These visions are prophesizing my doom. They're
I'll
not very
start the
nice
story from here
visions.
next time.
In any case, with that hint of princely muscles just rippling through his newly detached shirt, we're going to end here and make sure that if you want to see him, muscles shivering in the cold, wow, this is getting really weird. If you want to see that, join me in the next one.